to Friday Night Smackdown. And Rey Mysterio with the win. Right back at you. The match has been made. Alberto Del Rio's debut will be against a two-time former world champion, Rey Mysterio.
Well, he's finally here. Alberto Del Rio, welcome to the WWE. It's time to earn your place, going one-on-one with Rey Mysterio later tonight. And I have a feeling that Alberto is going to earn his respect.
After Nexus ruined the Intercontinental Championship match at SummerSlam tonight, the rematch. Dolph Ziggler puts his Intercontinental title on the line against the #1 contender, Kofi Kingston, next.
Dry, craggly, aging, wrinkly skin. They're all preventable. My name is Dashing Cody Rhodes, and I'm here to show you that you too can be dashing. When you use a manly, moisturizing lotion packed with the proper botanical ingredients, you can have healthy, glowing skin. Simply apply a fresh cucumber melon fragrance lotion to your face and rub it in. This right here will give you silky, soft, smooth skin. I'm Dashing Cody Rhodes, bringing you one step closer to dashing.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Intercontinental Championship. Introducing the challenger from Ghana, West Africa, weighing in at 221 pounds, Kofi Kingston.
Well, Matt, at SummerSlam, Kofi Kingston faced Dolph Ziggler for the Intercontinental Championship, and during the match, it was completely disrupted by Nexus.
All the 7 deadly sinners came and decimated Kofi Kingston to kick off SummerSlam, and it was only the beginning of things to come. What a night SummerSlam was for Team WWE.
Well, since Nexus ended the match before it could be settled, our general manager, Teddy Long, has ordered the Intercontinental title be defended here tonight on SmackDown. So Kofi gets his title opportunity against Dolph right now.
You have to wonder what kind of condition Kofi is in.
I am perfection.
And from Hollywood, Florida, weighing at 223 pounds, he is the Intercontinental Champion, Dolph Ziggler.
Matt, I have to point this out. To be fair to Dolph Ziggler, when Nexus entered the ring, Dolph had the sleeper hold on Kofi Kingston, so I'm sure in Dolph's mind, he felt the match was just about over anyway, and he was about to retain his title.
Oh, Dolph Ziggler's a fighting champion. I like the fact that he wears the championship to the ring. Vicky Guerrero looks like a big Othello board tonight with that nice little blouse that she's wearing.
I asked Dolph his thoughts about facing Kofi Kingston tonight. He said, listen, I've beaten Kofi 3 times in a row. How many times do I have to win before Kofi realizes he has no chance against me? Kofi Kingston, a former Intercontinental Champion. In fact, he held the title. Dolph Ziggler beat him with a little help, maybe a lot of help from Vicky Guerrero.
So I'm not going to entertain your conjecture. I'm a Dolph Ziggler fan. I'm rooting for Dolph Ziggler. And there's no reason why you shouldn't. Just look at Dolph Ziggler.
Well, look at Kofi Kingston. These are 2 of the best athletes that WWE has to offer, and they're squaring off for the Intercontinental title here tonight on Friday Night Smackdown. So Nexus played a huge part in that match at SummerSlam. Later that night, of course, losing to Team WWE led by John Cena.
You know, everyone's saying, you know, why'd you root so hard for John Cena? Why'd you root so hard for Daniel Bryan? I was rooting so hard for the WWE. WWE puts food on our table. They were there for us when no one else was there. So to all the message board pundits that sit behind their computers in their sweatpants that have never walked our halls before, I got 2 words for you. Go away and leave the big stuff to the pros.
That was more than 2 words.
Go away. 2 words.
Dolph Ziggler imposing his will early here, going for a cover. And Matt, from the brief amount of time you saw these two squaring off at SummerSlam, what were your impressions of that title match?
Honestly, it's tit for tat. These two superstars know each other so well. Cover here, and it's evident by the amount of covers and submissions. I mean, Dolph is ready for Kofi no matter what. Kofi has to keep his emotions in check, though, in my opinion.
I think it was an interesting point you brought up a few moments ago. How much damage did the Nexus do to Kofi Kingston on Sunday night? Dolph Ziggler not waiting to find out. He's been going 100 miles per hour since the opening bell.
I mean, just look at a rudimentary hold like a rear chin lock turns into a brutal submission when Dolph Ziggler applies it.
So a great weekend at SummerSlam, and what a weekend this upcoming weekend. Sunday in Shanghai, the WWE will have their first ever match. There's not many places in the world that WWE hasn't been.
That would
China,
be Shanghai, China, of course. Not Shanghai, Georgia, or Alabama, or wherever you're from.
I think there is a Shanghai.
What?
Oh, and again, Vicky Guerrero distracting Kofi Kingston. And Dolph Ziggler, ever the opportunist, takes advantage. Who will prevail and leave Bakersfield as the Intercontinental Champion? We'll find out next. We're back here on Friday Night Smackdown. The Intercontinental Championship is on the line. Dolph Ziggler defending against Kofi Kingston.
And while we were away, the action hot and heavy. But before the break, notice right here, just a brutal attempt at injuring Kofi Kingston at the hands of the Intercontinental Champion, Dolph Ziggler.
I noticed you didn't point out that Vicky Guerrero grabbed Kofi Kingston by the ankle. Did you see that?
Yes. But what it's very effective. What I notice here also is look at the rear chin lock. Look at the way Kofi, or look at beautiful Vicky. Look at the way Kofi is just struggling to try to get back to a vertical base.
This is a rematch from SummerSlam, a match that was cut short by Nexus, who ambushed the ring and focused their attention on Kofi Kingston.
You know, it's interesting. I was with Dolph earlier. He was watching footage of the match, trying to see exactly where the Nexus focused their attack on Kofi Kingston. It could have been the back of the head and neck, because that's what Dolph is focusing on right now.
Dolph Ziggler's sleeper hold has become one of the most feared submission holds in all the WWE. He hooks the leg here.
As well as Dolph's zigzag. And oh, just look, Vicky Guerrero puts Megan Fox to shame.
In what way? Good elevation there from Ziggler.
Go for a cover again here.
2.
Notice how Dolph was able to trap the head. Dolph Ziggler is really disciplined, and that's what I like to see in the Intercontinental Champion.
Did you like to see Dolph Ziggler on Lopez tonight singing karaoke?
Yeah, he sang one of your favorite songs, Right Said Fred, I'm Too Sexy.
I don't know if sing is the operative word there. The Intercontinental Championship is on the line here, ladies and gentlemen. Dolph Ziggler, for the first time ever, holding that title, trying to keep it here tonight, hooking the leg.
You know, you call it that title. It's the Intercontinental Championship. It's arguably one of the most prestigious championships in WWE history. It's usually a precursor to a world championship. Look at all the Hall of Famers that have held the Intercontinental Championship.
Some of the greatest ever, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Okay, keep going. What do you got?
The Dragon, Ricky Steamboat, Pat Patterson, the original Intercontinental Champion.
You're naming all Hall of Famers. Dolph Ziggler could very well be on that path.
What about Kofi Kingston? He's already won the Intercontinental title. In fact, 2 times. Ziggler building up a head of steam into the corner. Kofi Kingston now has the separation he needs.
And this is Kofi's speed. That is an advantage for Kofi Kingston. The trouble in paradise. The kick to the back of the head can come out of nowhere. Unique roll-up. 2.
Kofi Kingston about a half second away from winning the Intercontinental title for a 3rd time.